What's going on? Hey, I'm going to give this a minute and let some people get in here. I want to chat with you guys tonight. What are you shaking your head about? I got Richard Trevino sitting here. Huh?
We wait for nobody.
We wait for no one. Tiffany Oibai. What's
Oyebi.
up? There's Tiffany.
Oyebi.
Richard said Oyebi. Susan Day, Jim Weaver, what is up? What's going on? Jason Alt, my gosh, you made it to one of my live streams. That's awesome. Carlos Gonzalez. Richard, why didn't I tag you in this?
It's all good, dude. We'll go back and then you can tag me.
Lisa Patrick, Dustin Osborne. Dude, did you share this out? Did you share this out?
No, I just looked at your own.
Dude, share it out.
Just looking for you, man.
Share it out, man.
Down there.
What's up, Mark Cotman? How you doing? So, listen, I wanted to jump on. Some unbelievable things are coming together this week with me and Richard. We're collaborating on some stuff. Thank you, Jim. You're a rock star, too. Armand Anderson, my brother, how you doing? Robin Kelly, how are you? So, you know, some amazing things are coming together. Josh Cohen, how are you? Avery Leet, how are you? Richard Trevino, oh, he's like literally here. Ty Cranmore, what's up, bro? Dude, have you put a stop to all that thievery taking place out there in Arizona? My Lord, have mercy. Lisa, how are you? Good to see you. So, listen, like, you know, we were just sitting here talking about some stuff. What's up, Austin Olson? And, you know, what's amazing is I have, I'll show you right here, 10X planners. I have 10X planners coming out my ears, literally. Like, I have all kinds of them here, right? So, and I have many of them that are filled out that I've used the 10X planner now for quite some time. And how was my trip with Gitomer? Wow, that is an awesome question. It was amazing. Jeffrey Gitomer, if you guys don't know who he is, he's the author of the #1 best-selling sales book ever on planet Earth. The Little Red Book of Selling. He's sold over 5 million copies of that thing in multiple languages all over the world. He's also got the Little Gold Book of Yes Attitude. Phenomenal books. He's the author of 13 books and co-authored several others. And one of the most amazing human beings on the planet. He's a good friend of mine and he's a client of mine now. Actually, I have a meeting with him and his better half, Jen, tomorrow. Thank you for all the hearts and the shares and the thumbs up. I keep seeing it pop up on my screen over here. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, because if you go through like the Little Gold Book of a Yes Attitude, like, you know, it all starts, yeah, you gotta have goals. I've written them down for a long time. In the 10X planner. Thank you, Austin. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Yeah, Rich has been showing people around my house. I'm kidding. So, like, and I'm blessed. We love it here. But, you know, writing your goals down it's amazingly important. Dan Keller, how you doing, brother? How you doing? So it's important that you, yeah, there you go. So there you go, Lisa. We'll chat about that. So it's important to write your goals down. It's important to have goals, Eric. But here's what produces the result, right? If you have a goal, and then, like, let's say that you have a goal of, I'm going to own a Gulfstream 200. You're going to have a Gulfstream 200 like Grant has, right? And that's your goal. But your expectations are, like, your belief system, your expectations are that you're always going to ride the bus. You're never going to have, but you write it down every day. That's your goal. I want to Gulfstream 200. I want to Gulfstream 200. I want to Gulfstream 200. And you even get detail like they talk about in the movie The Secret. And you write, yeah, you need to read my book. Hey, Laura Cook, how are you? So you know, you write this down every single day, but your expectations are below what your goals are. You're never going to achieve your goals. So it literally is all contingent on what your expectations for yourself are. Right? Does that make sense? So you have to expect great things. You were not created to not be great. We're getting angry faces. Come on, Eric. Don't give me angry faces. Eric, now, you can have an expectation on that goal, but if you don't execute, you're going to be disappointed. That's right. There's Jason Hallen. Woo! Nobody can do it like him, man. He's freaking awesome. Susan Day. So listen, you've got to have an it's not just about the goal. It's about your expectation. So Richard and I were just talking about this, and I said, dude, that's one of the biggest problems I think I've had in my life is I had these goals, but my expectations were still so low based on my belief system. And Eric does need to sign up for my coaching program, Tiffany. You tell him. Richie Bello, how you doing, brother? So and the way that you get out and you get your expectations to come up is take massive freaking action. You got to take massive action. So if my goal is to, make $100,000 a month, then I've got to take massive action towards that goal, right? And I have to have the expectation of getting there. It can't just be I have a goal of making $100,000 a month and then sit back and pray for it and hope for it and think, hey man, as long as I'm washing cars out here on this car lot and I have a goal of $100,000 a month, I'm just going to keep washing cars and I know eventually I'm going to get it. Now you may get lucky, you may hit the lottery, you may do something like that, but odds are if you're not expecting, because once you expect, that's right, be obsessed or be average, that's right. Once you, please Jesus, get rid of my cat. Dude, what is wrong with you? What's up, Lawrence Thompson? How you doing, bro? Oh, that's so funny. Rosina, Jerry Acuff, how you doing, Jerry? So it's not the goal that produces the result. The goal is a dream with a deadline. The expectation and then the activity that you take towards what you expect. Igor Dianchenko, my brother, he's a black belt, dude. He'll whoop your ass. I mean, he ain't no joke. He really will. He's not just a black belt, dude. He is an Olympic champion black belt over in New York City. He's a good friend of mine. Good dude right there. One of these days, I told him I would come over there with some of my Taekwondo experience and show him what's up. I'm just kidding. I'll never attempt that. Just for the record, I will never attempt that. So Igor's a good dude. But anyway, so it's the expectation. You got to set your expectation. You got to believe it in your heart that, if you're washing cars on a car lot, you have this expectation of making $100,000 a month. You got to take the action towards that. If washing cars on a car or whatever it is, what else can you do to help you get there? So it's about that. Now, what I'm going to do, John Harrington, what's up, brother? How you doing? So I've got Richard Trevino right here in my house. He's here for the whole week. A lot of you know that Richard is here. He's here for the week. We're collaborating on some really cool, big stuff. John Harrington, my brother, how you doing? So I'm going to flip this tripod around and let Richard talk to you for a minute about what we were talking about, because it kind of ties into what he was talking about on Transparent Tuesday today, right? I can take your phone if you want, and then I'm gonna do what? You don't want to see the comments? Yeah, here, I'm gonna flip it around.
What's going on, folks? Good to see y'all, man. Good to see y'all. Hey, listen. So Ken is absolutely right. He's absolutely right what he's talking about. Let's see, Richard, the guy who choked on Grant's live question show. I'd like to see how you would have done, Eric. That's all I got to say about that. So listen, he's absolutely right. When you have an expectation for something, it begins to change everything. It changes everything. So you walk into Montana Mike's. You guys got a Montana Mike's out here or no? Mm-mm. You walk into a steak place, you walk into wherever, right? Wherever a great steak place is, you order a steak and you order it medium or however you like it. And you order it a certain way because you're expecting it to come out a certain way. If it comes out any other way, guess what you're going to do? Or guess what I would do? I would send it back. Why? Because my expectation is that I am paying for something. I'm paying a price for something. I want it a certain way. When you have a certain expectation for things, if we've got an expectation for food, how much more should we have an expectation for things in our lives? So like Ken said, when you have a goal in mind, that's fine. You have a goal. You're writing it down and all that good stuff. But if you're not like he said, you're not changing your expectation, your mindset, and you're not changing that, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen because you're settling. You're settling for less. And you can't. If you expect to hit those goals one day, you're going to have to make sure that you, he said, I love the sexy deep voice thing. Wow. Yeah, me too, man. I'm kind of digging it too. It's a long story how that all happened. But you have to change your expectation, like Ken said. And today, so what I did a what can you do for somebody? So no, that's tomorrow. I did a Transparent Tuesday today about start with the beginning in mind, right? You've got to make sure that, start with the end in mind. You got to make sure that you know where you're headed. And when you know where you're headed and you've already set your expectation to that, nothing else is going to satisfy. Nothing else is going to be able to take the place of that. And if you allow yourself to get into a place where you settle, well, shame on you. Shame on me. If our goals are big enough, and that's sometimes what the problem is the goal isn't big enough. You're not passionate enough about it. You don't want it that bad. That's the reality of it. And a lot of people out there, they want to write down that they want to get a yacht. They want to write down that they want to get a plane. They want to write down that they want to drive the Ferrari. But they ain't willing to step up their expectation level and their dedication, and they're sacrificing right now to put in the work to get to those goals. That's the reality of it. So I challenge you today, just like Ken just said, start with the end in mind, have your goals, but be willing to put in the time, effort, strength, sacrifice, blood, sweat, and tears it's going to take to do it right now. A little bit of time that you put into it right now, I promise you, it will be well worth it once you are into your destiny. So absolutely, man, put your expectations up. If you would expect from yourself more, you'd probably be able to get. Dude, don't start writing stuff on my stuff.
I'm not. Ray Scott just jumped on.
Right on. What's up, Ray? Good to see you on, brother.
There's Brad French.
What's up, Brad? Good to see you on, man. So, guys, look, step up your goals. Step up your goals, but step up your expectation for yourself. And do not let yourself settle. Don't let yourself settle. And one of the things that you can absolutely be able to do to in those moments, because every one of us are going to get to a point where we're like, man, you know what? I don't know if I can. I don't know. And we get to those moments where we start having self-doubt and we start self-sabotaging ourselves. And we're not careful. We will literally sabotage ourselves fully and not be able to get to the places we're supposed to be getting. So what do you do, Rich? What do I do? Give me one actionable step that I can be able to do. Hire a coach. Hire a coach. If you yourself can't be able to hold yourself accountable, hire a coach. Don't be cheap. Come on. Look, if we're all professionals, and you want to get to there, you're going to pay a price. And you're either going to pay a price up front, and I'm going to pay my coach and say, listen, I need you to hold me accountable. I need you to walk me through this. I need you to press me, push me, and make me better. Or you're not going to do it. And you're going to, stop putting angry faces on my page, man. Or you're not going to do it. You're not going to hire the coach. You're not going to hire a mentor. You're not going to put the extra effort in, and you're going to pay for it from your dreams. You understand what I'm saying? And your family's going to pay for it. It'd be one thing. It'd be one thing if it just affected you. But life don't work that way. Life don't work that way. What you don't do, your kids are going to suffer. You're going to suffer. Your spouse is going to suffer. The people that you love that are around you are going to suffer. Your parents that are hoping that all the investments they made into your life, they're going to suffer. And then they're going to take that to their graves, knowing that you never fulfilled anything that these great dreams that they, you understand what I'm saying? It goes all over the place. It'd be one thing if it didn't affect everybody else and it just affected you, but it doesn't. The decisions that we make and the decisions we don't make affect everybody around us. So I challenge you today, hire a coach. That's what you can do. Hire a coach. Ken, you're doing coaching, right?
I am.
Ken is doing coaching.
Yeah.
If you ain't got a coach, talk to Ken.
You do.
I do. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I do coaching as well.
Why are you stealing my coaching clients?
I'm not, bro. I wouldn't.
I'm kidding, bro. I know.
And so I do coaching as well. And so listen, I don't have enough time to be able to hire everybody in the world. But look, find somebody that you click with, that you mesh with well.
That's right.
And that they can stretch you, they can press you, pull you to the limits that you thought that you couldn't be able to go, and they're going to hold you accountable. That's what you can be able to do. But start with the end in mind. Have your goals, but have expectations for yourself. Have expectations for yourself. Don't let yourself get off easy. Don't allow yourself to get off easy. That's all I got to say so far. Ken, you want to say anything else?
I have